It's live, pal. You're watching my favorite YouTuber, Chillmonger. You're watching his favorite YouTuber, Marcus.
Bust down, Pantheonist. Happy New Year. Happy
Yeah,
New Year.
yeah, we haven't seen you since Jesus' birthday. We didn't stream for that either. You celebrate that one?
What, Christmas? Yes. I
December
celebrate
25.
Christmas.
You're like, you know what? Jesus was born this day. Yeah.
The religion aspect of it doesn't I guess is not as prominent for me. It's just more of a celebration point in the year.
Pamela?
Oh, bam, bam, bam. I'm gonna actually learn the words to that song, and I'm gonna sing them specifically.
Nares is here too. Johnny Rastafari, as usual. Okay, let's do this. Today, we're doing the New Year's call-in show. Is there something that happened in 2025 that you think went overlooked? Let's not say goodbye to 25 without mentioning it, right? Let's also talk about some predictions for the future. You guys can call in and give us how about a little bit of constructive criticism? What does Chillmonger and Marcus need to do? How could Pantheon be better? Is there something that we're forget? Like, give it to us raw, no
I ain't signed up
swearing.
for that.
Please.
Give all the criticism to Chill. Give
Oh,
all
yeah?
the criticism to Chill.
They'll be like, yo, that couch is just too wide. If we just got a newer one, we could have more of you on frame.
I decided to leave criticism in 2025. I'm no longer accepting it.
I'll accept criticism from Johnny Olden, like from someone I
Great and
please.
horrible.
You're good people. We've seen you enough times. I'll accept criticism from you, but don't come in here with Fufu Shma Shma 2063 and then tell me that, yo, you got to cut your hair, dude.
Cut your hair on stream.
Cut my hair on stream. Well, that'll be the bet. I would bet something like that I really believed in. I put my hair on the line.
On stream.
Give it to us uncut. Oh, no, even that you can say is an innuendo.
Give it to y'all raw.
Just give it to. Oh no, we can't even do that one. Just provide feedback.
You give it to me.
Hey, that's how I saw a Michael Jackson trailer. That's how I opened up the new year. It was the first thing on my feed. It said, "This is the year of Michael," and it's like supposed to be the first half of the Michael Jackson duology. And I thought it was okay, man. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, no, we did I not? I don't know who I talked about the first teaser that they put out for the Jackson biopic. It might have been Chill, maybe, or it might have been Chill. Might have been Darius. We had a night without you, but I thought the first images that got released were really dope. So I can only imagine. I haven't seen this newest trailer yet, but
how much of Stranger Things have you seen?
Clips, like Twitter content.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I kind of got my Supernatural feel on Dairy. I wasn't really in a rush to see Stranger Things. And just really haven't gotten around to it, to be honest.
Orange Juice says hello. Hello. I got low expectations for the MJ movie. Whoa, why? Hey, if I give you a link right now, could you call in and tell us why you have low expectations? It's in the chat right now. It'll be on the chat for all three of us's all channels. But specifically Q100 John, let me know why your expectations are low for this one. I thought it looked good, right? And we know the character. We know the lead character in this is Michael Jackson. We should all like him. Black Claw says, Happy New Year. Claw, if you got time, you're joining the stream too, like you did before. How are you doing? Okay. Decent. Pretty okay. Talk about Ironheart, Thunderbolt, Superman, Captain America 4. There was a Captain America 4? Fantastic Four, all being mid at best.
Don't hate on Mackie. Don't hate on Mackie Cap. You know Mackie Cap was Cap 4.
I'm hating on a creative decision, which they have already began to undo.
Already. Quick. Fast as hell.
But if you want me to talk about Ironheart, I don't know, man. It was different from comic books. It was a different character. Like the whole I'm gonna join the bad guys, deal with the devil thing was strange to me. Even
kill
Even the
somebody.
you're quick. You're quick. Hello, Guru. Hi. You're muted. Talk to me.
Muted. No.
What's up? What's up?
What up, man?
You got low expectations for the MJ movie?
Yeah, man, I got because I feel like Hollywood is not good at telling interpersonal stories anymore, and they've gotten too far into the realm of spectacle. And what evidenced that to me was when I looked at the initial trailer, like Marcus was saying, there was a lot of good images. Like there was these spot on recreations of actual Michael Jackson moments.
Facts.
And to me, that leads me to believe that the biopic is going to be like a feature film Wikipedia page. Like Michael did this and Michael did that and he got this. And I would rather a more deeper interpersonal story about Michael or the Jackson, similar to the American Dream, the show they did about his childhood from back in the day. So that's why I have low expectations for the film, because I don't think that Hollywood's interested in telling deeper stories. They want more of a spectacle.
What did you think of damn the Queen movie, the Queen biopic? How did you think that was
I
like?
actually liked it. I was completely unfamiliar with Queen going into
Okay.
Queen. And I didn't know
Okay.
nothing about no Freddie Mercury, nothing about none of that. But I watched that movie and I felt like I understood who Freddie Mercury was, his contributions to rock and roll, Queen's contributions to rock and roll. Since I
Right.
wasn't a big fan, I didn't have a base to compare it
A
to.
big
You know,
expectation. Yeah, for sure.
right, yeah. So I was just like, I don't even really know this individual, but coming out of it, I said, wow, I became a fan. I started listening to more uh, Bohemian Rhapsody, and I started listening to their music more. And I enjoyed their music, so I feel like that was a good biopic.
Side note, Bohemian Rhapsody is a bad song. Every other good song that they've got, I give them
Hot
credit
take.
for. We Will Rock You. Bohemian Rhapsody is just Who like changing the beat 3 times? That's so
First of
Kendrick.
all, rappers do that all up and down their tracks now. So, you know,
And I
I
didn't
guess
like it then
they biting
either.
Queen. I guess they're biting Queen.
Hey,
It's
didn't
the
didn't we review Kendrick's together, Guru?
Do I what?
Didn't we review Not Like Us together?
Yeah, we did the day it came out.
And you told me, thank you for this. You told me, no, stop pausing it. You have to listen to the whole thing through. And I still paused it a couple times, but like,
Hmm.
yeah. I'm very glad I got to listen to it that way instead of listening to it like, oh, what he really means this. It was better experience.
Yeah, I remember that.
You're not a
Yeah, that
colleague,
was
you're a colonizer. That was like a big, yeah.
yeah, a big line in that song. But yeah,
Back
but
to
I
back
like
to
I like
Queen.
Bohemian Rhapsody though. It's the beginning when he was like, "Mama, I killed a man."
Doom, 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 doom,
The
doom,
opening.
doom, 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 doom. Don't hate on
Anyways,
Bohemian Rhapsody, dog.
the Michael movie from the teaser trailer, I think you're over analyzing it. I think they're gonna show you him in the Thriller makeup, and they're gonna show you those things in the teaser trailer because that's what's gonna tease you and bring you over in in the trailer. But like
Mhm.
we're not gonna see the acting chops, we're not gonna see the moments, so you're not gonna have enough of that from a trailer. Trailers are supposed to be just clips and hot, and here you get this flashbang, boom, boom, boom. Now we're in this city, and that's what they're supposed to do. You can't criticize. I don't feel it's. You can criticize whatever you want to do. It's your opinion, right? But just because they didn't show us something doesn't mean it's not in the movie.
Carry
Sure,
on.
sure. I just think that I don't also think there's a capability issue. Like I don't think Hollywood's even capable when they do these big budget products and things, big big ticket movies and stuff. And I don't know the actual budget of the film, but when they
What's
promote
up there?
something, they normally sterilize the hell out of it. That's the thing. And I'm concerned that they're going to sterilize the story away from like interpersonal drama and things that could be unique to the story and actually make it a here's Michael Jackson as you remember him story. We're going to recreate what you already know, a fan like myself would already know the highlights of the Michael Jackson experience.
You want to peel back the curtain a bit.
Yeah, like the story should be a peel back of the curtain, right?
Yeah.
Like this, put it like this: the story of the movie shouldn't be the worldwide phenomenon known as Michael Jackson. It should be a more subtle take on the worldwide phenomenon of Michael Jackson, a more introspective take, a different perspective on that. We shouldn't get the highlights of his career. It shouldn't be a highlight film. And from that initial teaser, you do make a great point, Chill. But in that initial teaser, coupled with how Hollywood produces this sort of stuff, I just think that it's going to be a highlight film, unfortunately.
Also, got to take into account all the legal battles that this film has kind of faced going into production. So, I mean, I hear the concern. I could certainly see it being a very very sanitized, safe version. That wouldn't be out of the ordinary, like you said, for Hollywood to do something like that. I think some of the key points that they've been fighting over, though, the things that have been holding this film up, leads me to believe there's a bit of controversy in it. So I'll stay cautiously optimistic about it. At least until I see something I don't like. Right now, I guess I'm hanging on to the fact that, number one, like you said, Michael Jackson is a world renowned icon, and it's kind of hard to tell a bad story about a figure like that, unless you kind of dumb it down the way you're talking about. It absolutely could go the wrong way. But I'm looking out. I got a pretty positive outlook on it so far. We'll see how it goes going on.
How about some of these? The 2026 movie slate. Michael is not on this, but some are. So Doomsday, we know about that. Odyssey, Super Mario movie, Galaxy. There's a Hunger Games, a Toy Story 5, we know that. Some of the stuff is kind of interesting. Spider-Man Brand New Day, Chronicles of Narnia, Dune 3, is that a He-Man? Masters of the Universe?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're doing a He-Man. Where's the trailer for that?
Maybe it's later in the Jared Leto as Skeletor.
Okay.
That is not a joke. That's real.
Well, the funny thing is that Mark Hamill plays the Joker's voice, and then he also played the voice of Skeletor. So they're getting another Joker to play Skeletor.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. That is funny.
Okay, good luck with that.
Supergirl, Moana. Is that live action Moana?
Yeah, it'll be the live.
Yeah, okay, that'd be cool. Hail Mary Pride.
Devil Wears Prada 2. Please don't sleep on that, man. That's gonna be a movie right there. Mortal Kombat 2.
Did you feel like Devil Wears Prada needed a sequel?
Did I feel it needed a sequel?
Yeah, I didn't feel like that. I felt like that was one of the movies that could have like stood by itself, standalone.
And I feel the same way about Interstellar, but can we get enough of Anne Hathaway? I want to see her on that planet with the colony. I want to see where did she go after she so successfully was an intern for your girl, for her. Yeah, I mean, I like it.
I don't know. You run the risk of ruining the story, man. Matrix went one too long. Some other series, Fast and Furious went several too long.
Coming to America.
Favorites. Yeah, Coming to America. We didn't need that, I don't think.
What's the one Adam Sandler had where he gets Happy Madison, was it?
Happy
Gilmore.
Gilmore.
I still haven't seen that.
Did you see Happy Gilmore?
I definitely didn't.
Yeah,
no, because I that's my thing. I don't trust Hollywood. I don't think they're into making like movies anymore. They're making spectacles. They're making like fast food, and that's a common criticism. But from a critic standpoint, we watch a lot of this stuff, and we're like, bro, where's the meat?
Yeah.
Like, where's the meat? Like, where's the creativity? Where's the idea that they're trying to express with some of this stuff? Everything is just, oh, you like this back in the day, we're going to do it again and worse. So it's like, I don't know.
Connoisseur's Triple, if you're still watching, he just said, where's the meat? So I better get a comment on him. What's that guy on ESPN? Did you guys see when the ball dropped? Scott SVP, that dude?
Scott Van Pelt?
Him, yeah. Did you see the funny clip?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Pam says, Devil Wears Prada seems like a snooze fest. Don't know why a sequel was necessary.
I feel the same, Pam. How you just gonna drop that? Who was it? What did he do? What did Scott Van Pelt do?
Oh well, there was kissing on screen, and then they cut straight to him after the kiss, and then he was like, he didn't know what to say.
No.
Yeah. But you know what? I do know what to say when we get a super.
Count it up, count it up, count it up, count it. Can't take it when you die, but you can't live without it.
Queefer Sutherland 907. Appreciate you. Why was Michael in those? Oh, I don't want to say that word. It's not YouTube friendly. Why was he there? Probably the same reason. Like he's just they want to do distractions. They want to involve him in things, or also maybe something in the background was of use that we don't know about. But that picture that I'm thinking about, that you're thinking about, with him and Diana Ross's kids and his kids, it's been publicly widely available. So why they would do that, I don't know. I'll just have to guess that Bill Clinton was wearing something that day that he also wears in another photo from later on that day, and it was like incriminating. I don't know.
Yeah, the Michael Jackson thing. There was the one with Diana Ross. There was the charity event, and then there was one other photo with them. I guess he was buying a house from Epstein back in like 2000. But the reason why you see figures like Michael Jackson's face and you seen Diana Ross's face, they trying to hide the mess in with the volume of things that they released, right? They want you to have to sift through, heavily redacted thousands of pages documents to find some of the stuff that is just like hopping out on the page for Trump. It's just hopping out. Now all of a sudden, allegedly, they were shipping girls from Mar-a-Lago over to him, that they were feeding the operation for a while with Mar-a-Lago girls, that several of them tipped them off. Hey, he propositioned me for favors when I went over there. Hey, he won't stop asking me for this, that, and the third. And the more and more we start digging into these files, the more the case kind of heats up for the main individual trying to stop it. I think that's why you see so many distracting things, so many pictures of Bill Clinton. We already know what you was doing with Bill Clinton, big dog. We already know. Okay, you don't got to show us Big Bill no more.
You want to touch that one, Guru? Guess not.
Nah, not like that. I mean, not that I'm averse to speaking on the topic, but it's just I'm okay. I feel like this Epstein stuff has gone on long enough. I mean, the implication of those acts are should have been enough to cancel people and get people about the way, but it hasn't been. So I'm just unsure about the next steps of this Epstein stuff.
Back to the entertainment news. We were going over this. Guru, I got another person in waiting to jump in. Do you have any last things to say about one of these movies here? Scary Movie 6, Hopper's Clayface.
I'm interested in Scary Movie 6. I want to see what they do with that. I'm interested in seeing how does comedy work? How does a comedy movie work in 2026? Like where do we go with comedy? Because I would appreciate more comedy movies, but the speed of the internet and things of that nature, will they be able to tell relevant pop culture jokes? Because that's what the Wayans always did in the 90s, but pop culture moved slower back then. So I want to see what style of comedy they use in Scary Movie 6. So I'm interested in that.
Yeah, that's a good analysis, honestly. Yeah, this time. And they filmed this movie already, didn't they? Right. So just how long is it really going to take? I remember the SZA and Keke Palmer movie came out, and I still was able to laugh. So I think it can still be possible.
Did they use like pop culture references and things of that nature?
Nah, did they? They didn't really. They had like Cat Williams, who was super relevant, and Tony Baker was like a drive-through in one of them days. But was anything relevant? Probably not.
Yeah, because if we remember Scary Movie, the original, they had all like these commercial parodies and they do all these sorts of, references. Like that was a pop culture thing. So I wonder if they're going to be able to tie in pop culture into the franchise still.
Dr. Umar does
work.
Go ahead, Joe.
that Dr. Umar doesn't age, so maybe they could use him for a
Yeah,
scene.
yeah. Stuff like that would probably be good. Some of that ageless pop culture stuff,
I
Diddy
had some of
jokes
the
or
same
something like that.
concerns. I had some of the same concerns with Scary Movie 6 as well. Would they be able to modernize a spoof film? You know, that's a very much so a early 2000s, early 2010s thing. It's not something that people have really gone to the well on as of late in terms of Hollywood. So how do they modernize that style of comedy? And then, like you said, keep it culturally relevant.
Guru, thank you for coming. Bye.
Appreciate you, man. Happy New Year.
All right, Happy New Year. Appreciate it.
Yep.
In comes Black Law. Hi, how are you doing today?
Hey, chill. What's up, Marcus?
What's going on, man?
We gotta ask you about 2025, okay? Best movie so far.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think the best ones. Well, my favorite, if I had to make a list in no particular order, it would be Sinners, Superman, Zootopia 2, and dang it, what else did I see? Well, yeah, those three are my favorites so far. Oh, also K-pop Demon Hunters. I can't believe I forgot about that.
That was a good one.
Yeah, there's some that just came in. Like Ballerina with John Wick was pretty good. It wasn't as good as John Wick 4, but still very good of a movie, and it was a good time.
Long Walk.
The Long Walk. Yeah, Long Walk. I forgot about that really one. Good.
Yeah. Substance with Demi Moore was surprisingly good. I'm trying to think of some more stuff that people haven't said. Oh, the last addition to the Glass Onion joint or the Knives Out series.
Oh, okay,
that
cool.
Was a hell of a movie.
Yeah.
No, why'd you start off with you started off with Sinners though, so actually it sounded like you were about to say something. Speaking of what?
Speaking of Zootopia, like y'all hear the news that now it's Disney Animation's highest grossing film?
I'm not surprised.
What is Zootopia?
Like 1.4 something last I checked.
Yeah.
So it beat Frozen?
Yeah. Yep, it beat Frozen too.
Damn. Getting to it.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it a lot better than the first one, so and without spoiling anything, there was a post-credit scene, so they are making a Zootopia 3.
Oh, there was no question. There was no question that they was making a Zootopia 3.
At least Disney has that. Their Disney Plus hasn't really been great when it comes to Marvel and Star Wars, which is what we care about, clearly. But when it comes to their kids show, like they really got Moana out there, and then they did a Moana 2. Absolutely awesome. Same thing.
Even though that was Moana 2 was clearly wasn't conceived as a movie, but made $1 billion.
It felt like a short series, kind of like that they mashed together into a movie.
I swear to God, like when I rewatched the Moana 2, I could actually tell which parts of the movie were supposed to be its own individual episodes when it was still conceived as a TV show.
Yeah.
Sinners came out, it did its thing. It only dropped 5% in that second weekend, and then it left the movie theaters. Kind of came back a little bit more for IMAX, and then it left. Now it made another return in late December. I see Ryan Coogler making the rounds, doing all the media and trying to get that attention. He was talking to Josh Horowitz.
Actually, like E-Man just posted an interview with Ryan Coogler on his channel like an hour ago, I think.
I saw that too. I think Ryan Coogler is fishing for an Oscar, and there is a level of campaigning that you got to do. So just being in people's ears in podcast form, if maybe one of the Oscar Academy Award voters gets to see him and remembers him and goes, yeah, he is a big deal, as they're voting for the Academy Awards, they might choose his movie. You're back. They might choose his movie.
All right, wait. Can you guys still hear me?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
We hear you. How much?
Right, I think my connection went out a bit.
How much reverence do we put in the Academy Award. I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I think it's a 3 as far as like how much I care about it, because it's still your peers who are voting for it, so I have to put some respect for it. But it's not my opinion, but it's the industry. But like, so what? And the answer to so what is an Academy Award actor can greenlight anything, like, so getting that victory means something.
The Oscars is kind of like sausage for me. Once you know how it's made, once you see how it's made, you can't unsee it. And so when I heard
Oscar same sausage here, especially in terms of animation, how they treat animation.
Yeah, well, we just had one of the board directors at the Grammys, on the selection committee, right? Tell you exactly how these processes go for these award shows. People go in with reps, they lobby just like they do for our congressmen, right? Just how businesses send out lobbyists to lobby our representatives, and it's not a fair fight. It's a moneyed interest type of thing, right? It's something where an individual is influenced to push you. That's how we get some of the kind of head scratcher results that we see, because those people's, whoever was connected to that project, just lobbied harder. Maybe they just had a few more loose coins than the next guy. It doesn't really depend on the quality of the film. So for me, I think it would go a long way if actors and producers and directors kind of shunned the Oscars for a few years, even if it's just for 3 or 4 years, actually shun them and not seek their validation to force them to get back to actually viewing the films and doing it practically, as opposed to, okay, who has the best offer for this year's best picture? You know what I mean? Actually getting back to something
exactly
that is based on merit and not just based on relationships.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head, man.
I can't respect you when somebody can just walk in and buy
the only award shows that have like some bit of integrity is the Golden Globes, but the Oscars, like, it can be hit or miss depending on the year.
Yeah.
Doesn't that guy who owns Variety also own the Golden Globes? Am I wrong? That Jay Penske guy?
I have no clue, to be honest.
Well, I know Sinners is not going to be nominated over there. I think the top 10 lists for Variety didn't feature Sinners. I mentioned that actually on stream here. And Rolling Stone also, they didn't put it in their top 20, did they? I don't think they did.
Don't expect that from Rolling Stone.
Yeah, I hope Sinners gets something, but like if these award shows be on some bullshit, I won't be surprised either.
You know what would be sketchy though? So remember the year Black Panther was nominated, there was another movie by Spike Lee, Black Klansman, which was also nominated. And I would go, okay, that's going to split the vote for the Best Picture Academy Award, right?
Right.
If Sinners gets nominated, but also something like, what's a black movie that was really, really good? If another one from 2025 gets nominated, I'm going to go, they just want to split the vote. I see what they're doing.
Yeah,
it won't work though. Sinners would get that.
I can definitely see K-pop Demon Hunters sweeping for animation though. Maybe for music as well.
Yes, for animation, sure.
Hey, and maybe for music.
Black Claw, can I ask you something? I really want, like, Mark, because Marcus was talking, he yaps on the weekend about, Dune, it's not going to move its date from Avengers Doomsday.
He yaps on the weekend.
He just yaps. Who wins that? Avengers Doomsday or Dune?
Ooh, okay. So this might be the unpopular opinion in these parts, but it's obviously going to be Avengers. Like, let's just be real for a second.
That wasn't the question, because if you'd have heard me while I was yapping, you'd have heard me say a straight up head-to-head fight. Who makes more money, Dune or Avengers, is not the fight they're attempting to wage, right? It's about who could gain more off of the other's audience, right?
Oh, so it's kind of like some Barbenheimer thing.
There you go. Exactly. Can I get in there and get my fair share of Avengers casual viewers to see Dune first. If they do, I count that as a success. Right? If you can
I can
shave
see
anything
them
off of what's coming
going
from
that
Doomsday,
way.
that's a success.
Definitely.
I think that's why they're not moving. I don't think that they think straight up we're going to make more money than Doomsday. I think they're going to take a $1.2 billion film and make it a $900 million film.
I think can see that happening. Definitely.
Looks like they're not moving. Avengers easily. Yeah,
I mean, of course, Avengers is going to make more money, but if it's like another Barbenheimer situation, then yeah, Dune. I can see why they're not moving Dune.
Why do we point to Barbie and Oppenheimer releasing on the same day? Like we can do that again. Don't you think that those two movies releasing on the same day hurt each other?
No, it didn't.
I mean, they were both wildly successful, though.
Well, yeah, both of them. If they were different days.
No, I think it's because like the two movies that released on the same day, but they were just so wildly different in tone and whatever that just got people noticing, and then it got them excited, and then you saw all the memes, and that just snowballed into the big phenomenon known as Barbenheimer. So yeah.
So Doomsday that's a pun. Is that going to work also? Well, what does work?
Good. You never know.
Hey, Doomsday.
I can see it working.
I don't know. I think that movie has a fan base, Dune, and we know that the second movie made like 700 million, and it's gonna probably make 700 million or more again. Likewise with Avengers Doomsday. I know that's where we always differ, but I know it's gonna gross over $1 billion. It could even reach $2 billion. Like it could happen. It's very possible, right? We got to see how much bigger the promotion gets. But, they promoted that Captain America is back, so that's something. All right. I think I'll never be able to prove it without a time machine and alternate realities to show you this is how much Dune made when it wasn't on Christmas Day. But I think it'll be proven once they move from that Christmas week and they say, you guys got this. Avengers is bigger. And I can't wait for you to eat crow, Marcus.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
we'll see in December.
And not just that it has an impressive showing. Again, I'm conceding the point now that it will make more money. What I'm saying is that I think a lot of people's expectations for that movie aren't based on current conditions. I think they're largely based on older reputations and ability to garner favor from fans when the circumstances weren't so dire. And so that combined with another name brand production going out at the same day, a production that has planned for that day much longer than you have. Even if you were planned to release on that day, your plan was something completely different 3 years ago. It was something completely different. Dune's wasn't. They were always working to get to Dune Messiah, aka Dune 3. By next Christmas, or next holiday season. So it's just hard for me to think, like you said, that a $2 billion film and a $700 million film with similar presences or similar premises, or at least related genres, isn't going to cannibalize each other in some kind of way. But you seem to think it's going to cannibalize each other in the other way. You think it's going to eat Dune's audience. I think Dune is going to eat into Doomsday's audience a bit.
We're being joined by Bigford Entertainment. Hello.
What's up? How you doing, guys? Happy New Year.
Bigford?
Doing spectacular. Thank you for joining the stream today.
It's been a minute. I haven't chilled or heard from you, so I said let me pop in and see what's up with you guys, man.
After I put you in your place in Quebec.
Okay.
Yeah, we had to settle something.
Yeah, that ain't done yet. We still got a bet going. Don't remember. I'm still waiting on you.
I don't remember no bets. Nah, I thought that was last year. They expired on that one.
Of course.
Tell me what you think about Avengers Doomsday and Dune 3. It's coming on the same day, so they say. I know in my heart Dune is gonna move its release date because obviously it's Avengers. What do you think? Are they gonna move? You think Dune is fine? What should Dune do?
So for I don't think they're gonna move, but I also don't think Dune's gonna be fine either, right?
Yeah. No.
Because
Oh, damn. Damn.
no, because here's the problem that I see, right? Like you talked about Barbenheimer, right? Those were two different demographic type of movies, right?
That's a
The
fact.
same people that went to go see Barbenheimer, half of them won't go see, Oppenheimer, stuff like that. I think Doomsday and Doom kind of have the same audience.
Good point.
And if anyone is gonna get hurt, it's gonna be Doom because everybody's gonna go see Doomsday.
So, and I agree all the way up until the point that it's guaranteed that the audience, I guess, affliction is going to come purely to Doomsday's way, or excuse me, to Dune's way. What is it about the current momentum that makes that a guarantee? Because otherwise, we're basing that purely on speculation of what the movie will be, right? Which kind of ignores the course that they've already been on for the last 700 days.
You know what's funny? Because I don't necessarily think like I think the real reason why it's gonna get hurt is because going to movies is expensive, right?
Yeah, now
And
that's
now
a
we're
fact.
talking,
That is a fact.
we got to talk about people actually picking which movie they're gonna see.
Mhm.
I think they'll go see the bigger movie first, which is Doomsday.
So, and again, we're sharing a brain right now. I said everything that you said on Sunday. I'm like, this shit is going to be even more expensive next year than it was this year, right? And people got real picky choosy with their movies this season because it's not like we're going to go see 3-4 movies in a month unless you got the pass or the subscription. But if not, again, current reputation shows a declining Marvel audience, right? All those casuals that we're trying to scoop in, all that foot traffic we're trying to get into Marvel, didn't happen on didn't happen on Cat 4, didn't happen on Thunderbolts, didn't happen on Fantastic Four. And so if we're judging off of, all right, well, what is the casual walk by audience going to do when they're faced with this choice? I think next year will be a much more dubious idea of where they'll go. You take me back 5 years, it's easy. Dune, you better get your ass to Halloween. But has the Marvel audience not been afflicted to the point where we have to question whether or not people are going to go there first when there's something else premium to see?
You are cooking. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I think the one thing that Marvel has going for it is Steve Rogers, Robert Downey Jr., the X-Men, right? That is exactly what is going to push it over the level, right? Because if you notice, the movies that we didn't do well, the single, Brave New World or stuff like that, Thunderbolts. But then when you got the Spider-Man movie, you put the 3 different Spider-Mans in there, that made almost $2 million, right? So I think that's where Marvel's niche is going to be, is to promote all these other characters that we're going to have in the movie. And I honestly believe that they're just in the movie to die. They're going to be like a 2 scene, kind of like they did in Multiverse of Madness, and half of them are just going to die. That's what I think. But the fact that we're showing them is going to push Marvel over the top. Not because people think the movie is going to be great or anything like that. It's just you got that nostalgia stuff, like I said.
Did you just say 3 Spider-Man just so that you could sneak in 2 Captain Americas? Is that were you at all doing that?
I'm not sneaking in 2 Captain Americas. We already know who the real Captain America is in this show. In the trailer, it didn't say Captain America will return. It says Steve Rogers will return. I'm just saying.
I want to be that naive again, man. I want to be that young and naive.
Yeah, man. I hear it. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go. I was gonna change the subject to Wonder Man and that race swap.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we can talk about that. I'll just say that I guess now I want to ask another question. I won't do that. I'll just say I'm gonna keep my eye on how the anticipation for this movie builds, right? And how they continue to get people interested in it. If it's hey, we got the X-Men you used to like, and Steve Rogers is back. I don't think that moves my level of confidence. If it gets to a point where things about the actual story are drawing people in, that will change my tune a bit. When we get this fourth trailer where it's going to be, you know, allegedly Shuri and Ben Grimm and a random hodgepodge of characters, if that little bit of story that they have to give us in that trailer is honestly gripping people, I'll change my tune. Right now, it just feels like a lot of stuff that would have went viral if they put it in Thunderbolts. I just don't think, regardless, it was going to make any money though.
You're open to change your tune, as you should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we should be. We should be open to changing our tunes.
Absolutely.
We got Lanterns coming out this year. That's a hot TV show. Jon Stewart, not a race swap character. I got my problems, but solid. I'll be interested in that. Release date not announced yet, but release date for this has been announced, and it's Wonder Man. Trailer came out today. I did watch it.
Nice.
I'll watch it again with you because when you play Disney trailers, they don't copyright your streams. Shout out to Disney for that.
No, that's good.
Yep.
They just sue kids for birthday cakes. Is the sound playing?
I was just about to ask the same question.
Okay, cool. I was wondering. I hope it wasn't me.
I was trying not to be like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I might have muted it while I was setting the video up, but we'll start it over again. Thank you. Rogue Comic says, glad to see Chills decided to bring out his big boy chair for the new year. Oh, just for that.
What up, Mike?
I was like,
you got this, man. You just got to go out there and crush it.
Where have we seen him before?
Pretty sure he used to be a terrorist.
What Marvel fans want to see.
Let's not give him any strange energy to pick up on. We both have a lot riding on this, Simon.
Why would you say that?
Come in. Mr. Kovac will meet you in the living room.
Amazing.
A superhero remake. Not exactly what we'd expect from an Oscar-winning director.
This is the role. It's everything. If I get this close and I miss,
I'm gonna need you to sign this to confirm you don't have superpowers.
yeah. I need to be in this movie. Zah! I was born to play this character.
Acting is the sum of everything you've experienced. The joy, sadness, loss, heartbreak.
Oh, he's like the guy from Supercell.
The Department of Damage Control considers Simon Williams an extraordinary threat.
I like seeing him.
What?
Are you gonna use super speed or what?
I'm gonna use my car, Trevor.
Does that mean you do or do not have super speed?
Let's go!
Does that mean you do or do not have super speed? Remember how Thunderbolts did and how well that performed? And the trailer was like, we all basically don't do the same thing and we don't fly. Why are we highlighting what they can't do? Show me what they can do. Talk about why this guy is super. And try not to do the stereotypical, where's the lightning? The lightning's in his hand. Remember, did you guys see that? Right around here? Like, is that electricity? What is that?
Something. It's powers that he's faking not to have. That he's pretending not to have.
I just feel like they're so tone deaf. Like, there's a online meme or recognition of black characters who shoot lightning, and they're just like, oh, let's put this in the thing. People like that in the trailer.
I continue to be very disappointed by the choice to take this role from Yahya Abdul-Mateen. I don't really get what it does for him as an actor, where he was at already. Like, we've already done premium short series. Like, we've done it with the king of short series or limited series in HBO. Like, look, you've done that. You know what success looks like in that space. None of this feels like success. Like, the tone feels off, like James Gunn-esque almost.
Yeah.
The concept is bloated with unnecessary stuff. This feels like somebody's pet project. This feels like this was somebody's idea for a show in general, and they brought it over and made it a Wonder Man story. Like, what is Ben Kingsley doing here? Why? How is he integral to this story at all? Why are we running around faking not to have powers only for damage control to be on your ass? Damage control to be on your ass. Why is damage control the main big bad for all street level villains now? Like, why is that why? Why damage control?
Well, that's continuity. I don't mind that part.
No, that's fine. But there's another organization, a governmental organization that's much bigger than fucking damage control that should be chipping in on metahumans, don't you think? What the hell is SWORD doing? What do they do? What do they do?
Good point.
I don't know. They check on Monica Rambeau.
But I sure know that, damage control's around, because we definitely needed more of that. We need more of the Succession guy.
This is why Ben Kingsley is in the movie, because it says Academy Award winner Ben Kingsley. That's why they
100%.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
Because he was the worst thing in Iron Man 3, and then they brought him back in Shang-Chi, and the minute they brought him back in Shang-Chi, I was like, I'm done with this movie. I'm like, I can't watch this anymore. Like, what is this crap? And now we're going to do the same thing in Wonder Man. It just, it doesn't make no sense. It's like you're putting in humor just to put in, like, unfunny humor. It just doesn't work for me.
It's so stupid. First of all, we race swapped this man. Like, that's where we start. That's where we started, right? And instead of giving him an imposing character for people to respect with a power set that should be feared, he's running around pretending not to have powers because he wants to be an actor. Like, there's always some sort of fatal flaw, and that's a comic book thing, right? Like heroes always have fatal flaws. But goddamn, with these characters, man, Riri is a super genius at MIT, but no, I want to hit these streets. I'm listening to Lil Baby and Young Boy every morning, and I drink lean for breakfast. I'm trying to get in with these criminals. And then,
was that episode 7? The lean for breakfast? I don't think that was in the show.
I don't know. It might as well have been. And then here you go, Wonder Man, right? Like all powerful guy. But no. Let me try to mosey in between the margins and be meek and be meager and hide. And I guarantee you that's going to be the majority of the series, is him trying not to come into his own because he doesn't feel deserving, or because he might have hurt somebody in the past, or somebody told him that he wasn't a real hero, or some depressing shit that keeps him in this hole of not actualizing his real potential. We're going to spend most of the series talking about why this guy is fucked up and why he can't do what he really should be doing, and why he's trying to hide as an actor. Why is this a superhero series?
I agree with you 100%, and Chill already knows this. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with race bending, right? But if you're gonna do it, give something better than this. Like, this does not look appealing to me at all. Like, I'm just like, okay, I'll watch it because it's a Marvel show, but I have a feeling that it's just gonna be extremely boring and not funny at all. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I just have a feeling by the trailers that it just doesn't work for me. What's up, Mike?
Rogue Comics.
Okay.
He's probably watching a Sasha Banks match.
She started losing all them belts here recently. Downfall starts.
Damn. Her contract must be up.
Are you saying AEW next?
WWE?
Yeah, she might come back because Vince isn't there anymore, not in a serious capacity. Yeah, but back to this trailer though, like, who are they talking to? They're like, this is Vaughn Kovac, and he's a director, but he'll never do superhero movies because there's superhero fatigue. He's fighting superhero fatigue. Like, this is meant for people who are not going to watch the show. Like, this is for Leo DiCaprio, who told, who did he tell? Jonah Hill? He told Chalamet, stay away from those superhero movies and you'll be great in this town. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to watch your little show about this director who wants to recreate the old Wonder Man. And I guess that,
So I got Stamina's criticism about, or not criticism, but his point about sword kind of being a sledgehammer, sledgehammer to put in a small nail. But was that not Shield through their time? Was the Shield not popping up with at every turn and corner where they had people where they weren't supposed to be? Mm-hmm. Over policing is kind of part of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't feel like the Marvel shows have been really bad. You know what I mean? Like, there's rare that you get a good Marvel show, and this just looks like it's just going to be on another level of the crappy ones. Like, if you miss it, you don't miss anything. Yeah, absolutely.
You remember they filmed this thing in 2024. Like, it's supposed to be already out, but they just kept delaying it and stretching. So this is from that era of we're invincible Marvel. After this, I think Vision Quest is the next show in the okay, we can bleed Marvel.
Well, Vision Quest, I'm iffy about that one too. Again, like, when it comes to the shows, they haven't really done them properly. So whenever they announce a show, for me, it's like, I'll wait and see what it's going to be like before I because they just haven't been good, you know? At least with the movies, you could say, oh, this probably going to be good. Looks like it's going to be good. But with the shows, I'm more or less thinking they're going to be bad before I think.
And it's the same problems over the time too. They waste too much time on side characters with dead end story plots. They don't really have a threat or a menacing enough villain to make you care most of the time. Like, why am I sitting here watching her fight? Who was Kamala Khan fighting? I don't even remember. The Bengals chick.
Oh yeah,
chick who wanted the Bengals. Yeah, like
Darben.
In the middle, we're taking random trips to Pakistan. You know, we're doing geography and world history in the middle of the series. This is not. It's not what we showed up for. Is she gonna punch somebody? Is that gonna happen this episode?
No. She not only does she not punch somebody, she's got new powers. So all those comics you read are relevant. Actually, let me hit up the comics division right now. Change her powers.
It to make it relevant.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's just horrible what they do with the shows. And the thing is, you'll watch this whole thing and then it's like, okay, there's only one episode left and they got to wrap up every single thread in the show in the last episode. Like, you don't do that when you're making a show, right? You build up to it. You wrap it up during the course of the show. And then it's just like, nobody cares at the end. Like, okay.
One thing that Ricardo wrote, folks wanted Timothée Chalamet to be Nightwing and Robin. Thankfully, James Gunn doesn't want Timothée Chalamet. He got David Cornsweet, and he's rumored to be paid less than $1 million for that first movie. He'll probably get a no-name actor. Why? Because Robin is a big deal. It's already known, and an actor isn't needed to sell Robin. What you need is cheap talent who will agree to be with you for long term, and the characters will sell themselves.
Hold on now, chill. Hold on. Let me think this out a bit. Let me think this out a bit now, because I'm thinking about it. Because I'm still of the mindset that there's a battle royale for who's actually going to do Batman, whether or not they're going to go with James Gunn's version or if we're going to stick on this Batman train that we're already on with Matt Reeves. If they cast Chalamet as Dick Grayson, that's a big enough age gap for Bruce and Dick, right? With Pattinson and Chalamet, is that big enough age gap for them?
No, because Robert Pattinson's what, 34?
Chalamet is like 25, 24.
Didn't he just have a birthday?
How old is he?
He is not 25. I got Pattinson. Robert Pattinson, age 39. Oh, he is pretty old.
39. Hey, almost 40. How old is Chalamet? Yeah. Timothée Chalamet.
He's 30.
Oh, damn. up there a little bit.
But he kind of looks young though, too.
He does
though,
look
right?
younger though.
Yeah,
he looks younger.
He looks young.
They could swing it. Chalamet as Dick Grayson in the Batman 3.
So you're on the Batman train, the Matt Reeves Batman being the prominent Batman for the DCU, right?
As I see it right now, it's the surest bet for a success. My problem with James Gunn is his inability to diversify tones. And
Agreed.
if we got a Superman, Supergirl-esque Batman, my brain would explode. I don't want any parts of it. And the things that he's saying about Batman too, it's like, oh, well, Batman's boring, and we've seen all the arcs Batman could have. And I'm like, well, I must have missed some damn movies. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I feel much more comfortable with what Reeves is already doing. The blocks he has in place, the Penguin series. It feels like there's something cohesive happening there. The only thing they got to do is figure it out money wise. I'm sure is part of it. But we'll
so I think James Gunn universe is like fantastical, and Matt Reeves is more into reality. How would you think they would mix that in then?
It would be a tough marriage. It would be a very tough marriage. I think one of them would have to give, but it would only work in a like I hate to invoke this movie, but like a BVS setting. I don't think you could pick Matt Reeves Battinson up and put him in James Gunn's Metropolis. It just, the clash is too stark. Neither do I think you can take Clark or Superman and put him in Matt Reeves' Gotham. It would have to be in some sort of mutual setup, like a BVS or a Justice League kind of thing, so to where they can both kind of give a bit. It's a new landscape, so nothing's really expected. We don't have to get joking ass Jimmy in the background, and there aren't people shooting drugs on the streets of Gotham either. It's just kind of like a happy medium in between the two.
I agree with the second part where you can't bring Superman and all this magical stuff into the Batman, but you can take regular old Batman into the super world. You can't go the other way around.
You think Battinson would work in Gunn's Metropolis?
Yeah, just because you didn't mention about all of the giant monsters, Godzilla style monsters in the world, doesn't mean they are not there in Gotham. It just means that during that movie, he was dealing with Riddler and his, it all happened in the span of 1 week, that movie. So it just never came up, Metropolis and all their ongoings.
I don't mean necessarily continuity wise, though. I'm talking like tone. Like, does he fit with the characters that we saw in Superman?
Tonal wise, I kind of agree with you there, but I think if Matt Reeves were willing to put some supernatural elements into it, like for example, Clayface supposed to come out, right? You make it the Clayface from the comic, where he can transform his actual clay and not just some regular dude, and you kind of slowly mix it into Matt Reeves' universe, then you can make the transition a little bit better. But I'm with you right now. Either way you do it, it kind of feels like this doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? Batman's a lot more darker, those movies. Then you're putting him into this bright movie. Then you're taking Superman from a bright movie and put him into a dark movie.
Somber
just kind of feels weird. Yeah, it feels weird.
Self-narrating, like he'd be sitting there talking to himself, like, are you talking to yourself?
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, bring the tone down, right, Mike? Bring it all the way down.
You want me to bring it down? Okay, I'll bring it down. Matt Reeves movies would be best directed by somebody other than someone named Matt Reeves, because Matt Reeves is not a good director. Okay,
I don't have time for this. Get this man out of here.
He is not a good director. I don't know why. I don't know why people keep hyping this dude. Like, I don't mind.
Trash.
Like, I'm glad he has Gotham looking like Gotham again, somewhat, but like, he's not a good director. He's like really not.
Wait, Anzo, you're. I hear the ad libs. So you guys agree about what Gotham should look like? So we like the Christopher Nolan movie?
No, we do not like the Christopher Nolan movies. No, we do not.
Oh, you mean Chicago? Oh yeah, no, I don't like Chicago for Gotham, dude. Sorry.
No.
Hey, listen. First of all, it was one thing we talking about Matt Reeves, right? He only got one Batman movie in there. Y'all disrespecting the whole Christian Bale Batman series.
Yes,
those are garbage.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Trash. Me and Mike have always been on the same
Dark
page
Knight
when it came to
United.
this.
Quite possibly,
United.
or excuse me, not Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight is quite possibly the best comic book.
Only because of Joker.
No,
Like, I
no,
mean,
it's
Joker
not.
made that movie good.
Hey,
Other than
It
that-
should have been called the Joker, not the Dark Knight. Maybe if it was called the Joker, Legendary.
I should have known that you had this take. You hate the prequels. Should have known. I should have known.
Well, see, that's
yeah,
where
he does
Anzo
hate the
and I-
prequels. That's where me and him disagree.
dissect.
Yeah, no, you can't be
Hate
dissing the prequels.
Christopher Nolan's Batman sucked. Matt Reeves sucks. I don't even know where to put you, Mike. I don't know what.
Yeah,
What did
Joker.
Go ahead, Anzo.
I was gonna say the comment. Joker made the Dark Knight watchable 100%. Other than that, it's caca. All right. You have Christian Bale with this horrible Batman voice. Oh,
Facts.
Batman. Oh my God.
You're right.
Yes.
You have a Batmobile that's not a freaking Batmobile.
Oh my God.
It's a tank,
But
a
it was
tumbler.
no.
It was not. No, it was not. That was, the motorcycle was dope.
The last Batmobile we came off of was a goddamn RC car. It was 20 feet long, and you could only sit in 2 feet of it.
That's it.
But the problem you have is when it turns into a tank. Give me a break.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
A dump truck, yes. A tank, no.
And what, the black plane was just a regular helicopter? Like, what are we doing here? This is not Batman. Like, we're not doing this. You get Bane. If you've seen The Dark Knight Rises in the theater, I can guarantee you 90% of Bane's dialogue, you could not understand what he was saying.
What? Stop it right now.
It was even worse than IMAX, man.
Facts, Mike. Oh my Lord, what are we doing here? And then he breaks Batman's back, and Batman does 2 push-ups, and he comes back and he's able to beat Bane.
He didn't do push-ups. He broke the man's back. He went through painstaking therapy. He jumped out of the bottomless pit.
Yeah, no.
Man,
so I guess you guys are not going to see the Odyssey next year.
Wow.
Oh, I'm definitely seeing the Odyssey. Odyssey looks fire.
No. Y'all keep yourselves away from Christopher Nolan.
No. Christopher Nolan can do anything else. Just stay away from the superhero movies. He can do everything else. Interstellar's fire. Let's stay away from superhero movies.
Disrespect. You are not invited to the Odyssey.
I think The Prestige is getting a 20th anniversary re-release. I think
that was a good one.
That was great.
That was a good one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nolan's so good. I was like looking at his filmography to see his past, and I was like, oh my, yeah, this guy's amazing. He did that too and that. Too bad Tenet didn't really, kick ass.
It was
the
release. It was the COVID thing, man.
Anything he does that's not a superhero movie, I'm down for. When put him in a Batman, Superman, or one of them kind of movies, no, we're not doing that.
Unreal. That's unreal.
Garbage. Listen, I will put Batman Forever over all 3 of them movies.
He can go. You gotta go. Gotta go.
Batman Robin. What are you talking about?
Gotta go. George Clooney Batman was better than any of them. So Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Okay, I can't respect this opinion now. Now it was comical. It was comical for a while. Now I can let it go because I can't.
Say your goodbye. Your channel is what?
Biggie Ford Entertainment. Thank you guys. It was a pleasure to come on here, and I'm glad I got to trash Nolan at the end of the stream. Happy New Year, guys. And chill. I'm waiting for you.
Get him out of here.
Waiting for me for what? Keep waiting.
I'm waiting. Don't worry. Got a monetary bet going. Let's do it. Peace, guys.
I might see you soon. I might see you soon.
You come to Montreal?
Yeah, WWE's coming for like a 2-night thing.
Oh yeah, let me know. Maybe I'll get the tickets. And I'm definitely making a trip down there this summer for sure this year.
Okay.
All right. Peace, guys.
See you, Anzo.
Mike, we're asking everyone about Dune 3 and Avengers Doomsday. They're both holding on to the dates. Maybe I should say Dune 3 is holding on to their date because Avengers knew very well what date that movie was on when they changed. How do you foresee the Dune and Doomsday battle?
Well, they're already trying to do like that Barbie Oppenheimer thing. Somebody was like calling it Doomsday.
Doomsday. We're gonna make it happen. It's like fetch.
So, to be honest, I haven't seen Dune or Dune 2, so I can't speak to that. But I think I don't know. I hope I don't know about a Marvel movie in December, like a Marvel movie like that. That seems more like a summer type thing, you know. Got to get it back to May, like, you know, where Star Wars used to be. The good Star Wars movies, that is, except for the prequels.
Don't start that.
No, you had it right. The good Star Wars movies.
No,
You're
no,
right.
no.
Okay, let's talk about your predictions for 2026 then. Like, talk to us about what we haven't spoken about. Like, what are you interested in the superhero movies? We got Supergirl, Clayface from DC. Yes. We got Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and Avengers. Which of these 4 movies are like, oh, gotta see that one? Or Ninja Turtles? Which of these 5 superheroes you gotta see?
Wait, what Ninja Turtles?
Isn't there Ninja Turtles this year? No.
I don't think so.
I know they were going to do the Ronin thing, but I don't.
The Ronin, last Ronin, yeah, but I think they canceled that. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do it all of it. Come on.
You hyped for one more than the other though?
Well, Doomsday. You know, I mean, the marketing I'm curious about, but yeah. And actually, I do want to see Wonder Man. I want to see what they do with that. No,
you don't.
No, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I have in my mind, I hear you with temporary representation and all that. That's still there. But seeing the trailer, I'm going to allow them to do what they're going to do and then make my, declarations after that.
That's valid. Yeah. You got to do that.
Because I mean, that trailer you just played, it looked really good in there. Like, at least as far as his
we're talking about Wonder Man. Oh, no.
He looked fine.
Mike.
There's nothing wrong with how he looked.
Yeah.
What?
What was wrong with how he looked? He got in shape. I like that. Kumail Nanjiani got in shape for his role. I like that too. I appreciate people who are bulky, who are playing superheroes.
And they obviously he did it to, for the role. So did that's what Kumail did. So, they're enthusiastic about it. Well, we'll see. I mean, that's the trailer. That's the other thing too. I was talking with a customer yesterday about these trailers. Like, they got to stop with these trailers because you have like Chris Evans was in full Andrew Garfield mode during one of his interviews when they said, well, we heard that Avengers Doomsday, they're filming now. How do you feel about that? And, not being there. He's like, oh, well, I feel like, missing out on something. But I know they're going to do a good job over there or whatever.
He's in the movie. We saw the trailer.
This was back in August. And I'm saying, but the first trailer they come out the gate with is Steve Rogers will be back. Like, come on. Like, yeah,
no, you kind of had to though. People needed to be the casual audience needed to know Cap was going to be in the movie to get interested.
This is where I struggle with this, right? It's like the 4 trailers, put Thor in it, put Steve in it, right? Like, let's let people know that these guys are coming back. Doesn't that kind of show the level of desperation? Like, I struggle with them doing so much extra stuff, but then maintaining a level of confidence from everybody. It's like, if they were confident, like y'all was confident, I don't think they'd be putting out 4 trailers this early, a year in advance.
Well, no, they got to build the hype. I mean,
a year in advance?
Yeah, a year.
Well, see, I mean, we're looking at this marketing based from what we've seen since, Marvel started in 2008 or whatever, but I don't know. Personally, I mean, I hate every marketing thing that they do where it spoils things. Like, I want them to do what they did with Infinity War, where they had Hulk's ass running down Wakanda and he wasn't even in Wakanda. Like, I want that. I want things where, like, you see a dust storm or something and you see the lizard, but you don't see 2 other Spider-Men. Like, I want those kind of that kind of marketing. I don't want to have all of this shit spoiled for me before the movie comes out. Speculation is fine, thinking like, well, wouldn't it be good if this happened? Or, I mean, if they're going to be taken from Secret Wars 2015, and this could be like, that's fine. But when they show it or when they like, I just don't, I don't.
So doesn't it increase
way too much
the chances of spoiling something? The more trailers they give you, and the earlier they give it to you, gives more people to actually gives them more time to break it down and come up with theirs.
Right. It's also a 2-hour and 40-minute movie. So, you know what I mean? Like, they can put a lot.
Give us everything. Yeah.
What we've seen, this is the worst. I think that, I mean, I don't remember, and I don't know, maybe it's because technology is getting better or whatever. This is like the most leaks I've ever seen from something like consistently. Yeah. And I mean, did you all see that brand new, like, oh, okay, here, you wanted it, Chill? This is the one thing, and it is January 1st, the year of our Lord, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, if Tom Holland ends up in a cocoon and he falls out of it and shoots a fucking web from his wrist, I am done with all of this Spider-Man shit. I'm done with that. That's what I'm saying.
That is the rumor. It is the rumor.
That is garbage. That is complete, and that is changing a fundamental characteristic of the character of Spider-Man, and it's trash. It's trash. That would be Nolan / Reeves epic failure.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope. You mean like making Dick and Bruce Wayne compete for women? The same.
Be right back.
That's what you mean. You don't mean any of that Nolan stuff. You mean like that.
But but they were bros, man. Come on.
No,
that was
bros.
the time in the 90s.
Bros.
Yeah.
Bruce Wayne is his surrogate father. When is the last time you went out to pick up chicks with your dad?
See, but eventually Dick, the student, became the teacher. Like, I mean, he's Nightwing, and he came into his own. See, this is something they don't let people do.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's what they didn't let Falcon do. Come into his own.
Well, that's true. Well, we'll see. I mean, that's why it says Steve Rogers will be back in Avengers Doomsday. Didn't say Captain America. So I know all the other the YouTubers on the other side are like,
Yo, you gotta stop doing that right now. Like YouTubers, those YouTubers, they don't talk about me on their channel. You can't keep bringing them up like this. Like,
but I can't.
Relevant to the cultural.
Well, they're not. But I'm saying,
they are. You bring them up all the time. If you hate them, which I do too, I just don't bring them up. Now you're giving them airtime.
Didn't name names. They didn't say nobody's name. We don't know
exactly.
It's enough to say the hateful the YouTubers on the other side. It's enough to do that.
No, because you have to point out how ignorant they're being by saying something like that. Like, there are people that will.
You don't. You don't. We were gonna go another hour without mentioning them, and everything would have been great. But you had.
I didn't mention them. How do you know? How do you know who I'm talking? I could have been talking about Dan Murrell. I mean, I'm not, but I'm saying I could have. Like, how do you know? You don't even know. Why are you assuming?
All right, man. Yeah, you were talking about.
But yeah, Sam is still gonna be Captain America. But this is the thing. This is the other thing I was talking about too. There were people. I was talking with a customer. I was talking with a customer about like the difference between the movies and the comic books. Whereas, like, with the comic books, we get 12 individual. If we're lucky for the series and ongoing, we get 12 individual issues. So they have a year's worth of stories. You figure 24 pages per issue or whatever. And with the movies, you get about 2 hours. So while Sam might have been Captain America in Captain America after Steve aged up and joined S.H.I.E.L.D., he was only Captain America in the comics for, I want to say, 12 issues, 13 issues, 14 issues, something like that.
Before the thing got canceled and they started like, you know what, J. Michael Straczynski can write Captain America now. What about Sam?
Well, no, they realized that Chris Evans was going to be in Civil War, and he didn't look like he was an 80-year-old dude, so they had to de-age him again to make him Chris Evans pretty. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, I'm not talking about now, but because they've decided to do it again. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I just know that Matt Reeves shouldn't be making movies. That's all.
Oh my God. We touched on Devil Wears Prada 2. We touched on lots of other movies this year that are coming up. Is there one sleeper? Is there Shrek, like Toy Story 5? Like, what are you into?
Toy Story 5 is like Toy Story 4. That there's no hope for that. They should just. Then what did you see? Did you see Toy Story 4?
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Unfortunately.
Did you see Toy Story 3?
Yeah, it was great.
Did you think Toy Story 3 should have been the ending of Toy Story?
Facts.
Yes, and if you feel that way, then like Tom Hanks said, just don't watch 4 and 5.
Well, with the talent involved in 4, it should have been good, that alone. But so hopefully 5 will be better than 4.
What are you into? What's something that's coming up? Like, are you into the Avatar, the real Avatar, Nickelodeon?
No.
Damn. So it didn't hurt you when they said we're gonna pull this from the theaters. It's
I
gonna
was
be
about
on
to say,
streaming.
that's not going into theaters no more.
Wait, they were gonna show it in movie theaters?
It was supposed to be a movie theater, yeah.
Live action or animated?
The animated. It's gonna be Aang
Well, that's
when
foolish. Why wouldn't they do that? And why wouldn't they put it in the movie theaters?
because it's 2D and they just don't think it'll be what it's supposed to be.
What,
Even though
is Avatar supposed to be 3D? Like,
nah, animation does better on 3D according to them. 2D animation is something of the past. We'll get subscriptions, and I can see why. I just disagree. I remember when Netflix obtained Avatar in like 2020, everyone was home, and that thing was like the #1 most viewed thing. Avatar was the most viewed on Netflix. So you'd think, okay, there's an audience here. Let's just do what Disney Plus is doing, right? Oh, Moana's being viewed. Oh, Zootopia is getting views. Let's make a sequel. Put it in the theaters. You'd think they do that, but they maybe want to get directly that $1, that $10 from you to their streaming service, and they think if we cut out the theater, they think we could make a good enough amount of money. Plus, people won't cancel their subscriptions right away, and they'll make like an extra $10 the next month and the next month. It's a business decision that I just hate because I want to see this thing theatrically. Like people are watching Strange Things theatrically.
Okay, I was gonna ask you about that question. What's the deal with Stranger Things? Because I went to go see it last night, and that place was packed. Now, when we got there, you scan the QR code or whatever, and they give you a voucher. It was $20 to go see it, but you scan it, you get the voucher, 20 US, so that's like $400 in Canadian. So when you scan the QR code, they give you a $20 voucher, and then you use it on like the concessions. So technically, we didn't pay for the admittance to the movie.
Nice,
but so like, is this? And I know people keep saying that they're concerned about Netflix buying Warner Brothers because of whatever is getting regurgitated or whatever. But like, that seems to me, I mean, let's say the movie theater had to pay, I don't know, $1 million or no, $100,000 to get the print or, to get the signal. If they do that, every ticket that was sold, that's money in their pocket. So that will help movie theaters. So if Netflix does this thing, and then they could show, I mean, Netflix, that's where Avatar is on, right? The Last Airbender one?
Or
they're saying it'll be on Paramount.
Netflix, it's owned by Paramount.
Shit. Okay.
So the new movie where Aang is older by 10 years, 20 years, it'll be on Paramount Plus.
For your point though, we were talking about Netflix and the money that they could potentially earn in the theaters. That potential has always been there. Like it's literally always been there. They could have put Squid Games in the theater. They could have put Black Mirror in the theaters when it was that popular. They could have put a million other shows that actually popped in the theaters for viewing experiences, and they haven't. The reason why it's popping out to you now is because they're still in the process of trying to acquire one of the largest media companies in American history, and they want the people who are already fans of that company to be reassured that they will continue to do what they want them to do, which is promote a theatrical model, even though they've just spent the last decade telling us that it's dead, that they don't support it, that they think it's an archaic model, and that we as consumers were telling them that. Like, that shit didn't just go away, right? Like, they're trying to curry favor. They're trying to win over the public so that their track towards acquiring the company is a little bit smoother. It doesn't face as much public pressure because they still have to get through the FCC.
They're right. We were telling them that with mediocrity, but when it came to the big, you got to see it in the movies, we showed up.
I think, regardless, I don't think he's being an honest actor in that. I think he's using very targeted data, like you're saying, the lack of arrival for mediocre content, and using that as his proof that people don't like theaters anymore. All right, he's taking responsibility off of the movie makers.
The Sony executive said, like, I don't get it why no one's coming to see our superhero movies. They do well on streaming when they get there.
Yeah. Idiot.
Other thing too, I mean, if you put it in the movie theaters, only the people that want to see it in the movie theaters are going to go see it. Now, mind you, not everything's going to be Stranger Things, but I mean, you're not losing anything from the streaming, because the people that are still going to watch it on streaming are still going to be subscribed to your channel. They're still going to be subscribed. Like,
also, I don't really see what Netflix is. There are, now that they're going to be taking over the Warner Brothers content, they have, in terms of subscriber count, they're like 3x their closest competitor now. If you roll in the HBO Max subscriptions into what they already have, there is no competition in terms of subscriptions. So like, either they want every living human being to have a Netflix account, or like they're gonna have to find somewhere else to go eventually, anyways.
Well, I think part of it also might be because they want the library also for Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. The
AEW, they've got wrestling on HBO Max, and then
is that what they call it in AEW wrestling?
Yeah, Netflix, they've got wrestling. Wait, what? Did you just insult the wrestling of all elite wrestling?
No, not at all. I mean, Mercedes Moné is like one of the top tier female wrestlers. Doesn't botch at all, unlike Charlotte. Unlike Charlotte Flair. Actually, no, Charlotte's completely botched.
I'm about to say Charlotte Flair doesn't botch.
Yeah, no, she botches all. The only two I think that don't were Bailey and
Becky Lynch
and Becky.
Not no more, Becky. She's.
Oh, look, there's a super chat.
I will retire with the ring, and I will retire with the crown.
I will retire that sound effect. Now that I think about it, yeah, we're not playing that one. Here we go.
Actually, there.
Sorry, you were just saying because
there was some dude on TikTok, I think it is, or Instagram, that was out of I guess all the guest appearances she's made on songs, like he's been replacing her with like other rappers, like
good.
Good.
Yeah. You know what? I'll still keep the boys in motion because they didn't do anything wrong. But Nicki Minaj songs, I don't know. Nah, I don't feel it.
Well, I mean, she's got reasons. That's why she went heel.
Battery IV4. He says, "Yeah, we got to see Professor X die for the third time.
Third time's a charm.
The third time's a charm.
He will die."
I was arguing with somebody in my comments about this. That's not the Fox universe X-Men that we know. Like it's some other universe, right? So like the fact that the uniforms, number one, is a dead giveaway. Scott's present. He's dead in the Fox X-Men universe. I mean, Professor X was dead in Logan. So like, this is some altogether new X-Men universe somewhere that we know nothing about. I just thought that was interesting because most people are just taking it as the Fox X-Men universe. And I was like, when have you ever seen Scott dressed up like that?
He looked badass, though. I will say that.
He gets good. Yeah, he gets there. It goes. Remember in X-Men 97?
Although I don't like, I don't like. What's his name?
James Marsden. Well, I think I know what happened there, but yeah, they can just say that these X-Men do wear the blue and the gold and all that stuff, like the comic books. They just didn't earlier. Earlier in those movies, they were in their leather phase. Now they wear blue and gold. People change their minds.
Wait. So this is going to be? You're saying this is going to be an earlier? Wait, explain that. What did you just mean by that?
The 3 movies we saw in 2000, they're canon,
okay, right? The bad movie.
They work. Days of Future Past. It's canon. So those characters from the end of Days of Future Past, when Logan's in Professor X's office.
That's right.
All of them.
Yeah.
So all the memories will be retained from those movies. These are the same characters from those.
So wait, did Days of Future Past happen before or after Logan?
Days of Future Past
or before? It would have had to happen before, right?
Before. Logan was like 10 years in the future. Yeah.
No. I mean, the movie itself, it was released before or after Days of Future Past? Before. So it was Logan and then Days of Future Past?
Logan was in there at the end of Days of Future Past. After he corrects the timeline.
No, I meant the movie. I meant the movie Logan. Was Logan the movie Logan made before or after Days of Future Past?
The movie was created in 2017. It was in the movie theaters, and it was after.
Days of Future Past. Yeah.
So you think this is another multiverse or whatever?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I don't. I think it's going to be the same X-Men we've seen from Days of Future Past. It's going to be as canon as possible.
How is Scott alive? Just because Wolverine did what he did in Days of Future Past doesn't mean that Jean didn't murder him. Jean murdered him before those events, though. It didn't change the events that happened before he time traveled.
So is that why Famke's not in it? Because she's dead?
Yeah, she's also dead.
Yeah, man. I think I know better than to argue time travel. I won't. But
we're not arguing. That's not a time travel thing. It doesn't change the events that happened before you time traveled. It would change the events going forward.
After? Yeah.
I don't.
That's not a time. That's a canonical discussion. That's not time travel. It's
wait. So you don't like happen. You don't like any time travel movies? Like
I don't like them. It's just I don't want to do the arguing here with words and talking about time without visuals, without cutting to a scene. It'd be too complicated to do. It's okay if we don't see things eye to eye here. I'm fine with that. We're good on that one. But the X-Men are there and they're all gonna dress blue and gold and it's gonna look fun. It's gonna look nice. And the question is, do we keep James Marsden and Patrick Stewart and who's playing Storm? Halle Berry? Do we keep them? Or do we say new actors will play these characters? The reset at Secret Wars will be a final goodbye to the old Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, the old Ghost Rider, the old everyone. We'll just say goodbye. We'll see them all one time. Look, here's Wesley Snipes' Blade one last time. He's fighting alongside Logan as Wolverine. Your mind is blown.
So wait, we're gonna do another Deadpool and Wolverine.
I hope we get that, which is with bigger characters than it was in Deadpool Wolverine, and then we say. The universe has been reset. We defeated Doctor Doom. Loki, fix things. Okay, fine, I'll fix things. And now the X-Men are all 26 years old, and we cast young actors. We can have them for the next 20 years without worrying about these guys will be too old when they're 46. You can be bulky at 46. Ask John Cena. And we're fine.
Wait, they're going to be what you're saying. The theory that you're putting forward, they're going to reset and integrate.
They've said reset. That's the word that what's his name used.
No, but I'm saying what you're saying is that they're going to reset and integrate because
I don't know how. I don't know the level of integration that will happen. But yes, X-Men and all the Avengers heroes we know, they will be in the same universe when it comes to the end of Secret Wars. You know that,
right?
And the Fantastic Four too.
So wait, are the Fantastic Four going to be in the present day, or are they still going to be like in their 60s-ish?
Right. We got to watch the movie to find out. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, no, I'm asking you what you think.
I don't know. I'm going to let them.
Okay. But I will say this, as I was going to say, it was amusing to me that your buddy Bo was getting all bent out of shape because apparently the Russos did something with Cyclops and he didn't appreciate it, and they didn't like give him credit or give the X-Men 94 people credit or something.
I don't think that was the point. I think he was trying to.
That's how it started
for reviving Cyclops, and I mean, in terms of how he had been represented in media prior to X-Men 97, he didn't have a. It's not like he's wrong about how they were showing.
Oh, that's Cyclops. Not true. They were actively trying to bury him. I mean, he was getting his shine.
No, that's I mean,
granted, it was into the hole that they were digging him into.
So hold on. Are you saying that they were trying to bury Cyclops? Because that's what.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what Bo was saying. He's saying when I got X-Men 97, I made Cyclops a badass, and Russo's picked up on that. I guess I don't know what his beef personally was with the Russos, or if he mentioned them directly, but I know he was raising his hand as the guy who kind of made Cyclops cool again. And for the life of me,
Cyclops was never not cool. He was never not cool to people that actually care about
in the X-Men movies. That he was cool in those.
Oh no, I don't acknowledge those movies. I'm talking about in the I'm sorry, no. I'm speaking about the comics.
Okay, yeah, I don't think he's talking about comic. I think he's talking about like all media as a whole.
We
know that Scott had great runs throughout all of that, but how he's been seen in mass media in between the original series and X-Men 97 wasn't as great.
Well, I mean, at least as far as X-Men 3 is concerned, I would never do this except for this one exception. I would never defend Bryan Singer, but it wasn't necessarily Bryan Singer that wanted to get rid of Cyclops. It's that Marsden wanted to go do Superman. So he couldn't do both at the same time. He chose to do Superman instead.
Who was he in Superman?
He was Lois Lane's was it boyfriend,
In
husband,
Brandon
whatever?
Roth's Superman. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's why he wasn't in X3. That's why they killed him. Him and Bryan Singer went to go do Superman. And that's why, was it McGee? Was it, is he? No, Brett Ratner?
Ew.
Who was the one that directed X-Men 3, X3? Who was it? Somebody bad. I mean, it was keeping in with the, but yeah, that was the reason that he wasn't in there, because he couldn't do both of those. So they had to get rid of the character.
Character to go be in the worst Superman movie ever made. Ew.
Hey.
Oh god. Jesus
Wait, he
Christ.
wasn't in Man of Steel. He was in Superman Returns.
Stop. There is no
Hey,
universe.
your time's
where
up,
Brandon
Mike.
Roth is better than Man of Steel. There's just not.
No,
Cut it out. Cut it out right now.
The worst of Superman Returns is still better than whatever the best was in Man of Steel. The character assassination of Jonathan Kent in Man of Steel was completely egregious.
Jesus Christ.
Completely.
I really don't care about the character assassination of not Superman, not Lois, not
Jonathan Kent. And that makes it worse than Brandon Roth's performance as Superman. Like
Brandon Routh didn't do bad. He didn't do bad as Superman.
That was the snoozer fest of all comic book films. There has never been a comic book film that was more boring than his rendition of Superman.
No, that's not true.
Hey, link is in the chat. Somebody, we can boot Mike as soon as we got a new caller here. God,
I'm sorry, you can't handle the truth. You just like I'm like Jack Nicholson right here telling you all.
All right, I was about to say,
can't
all right,
handle the
Colonel
truth. You can't handle it, man. I'm sorry.
I want the facts. I want the truth.
we got a super chat.
I'm getting paper. Look at me now. Oh, look at me now. Yeah.
What makes more, Mando, Star Wars, or Supergirl? Mandalorian and Grogu is a Star Wars movie, so we know that. Man, or Supergirl. I'm gonna go Mandalorian and Grogu. I'm gonna go.
Think so?
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be Supergirl, especially with the promotion. I think as long as, depending on who eventually gets to own Warner Brothers and DC by extension, what DC's been doing as far as with Superman with the promotion and all that stuff, and actually tapping into the actual comic book readers, and James Gunn seems to acknowledge that these movies are based on comic books.
All 50,000 of them. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I think you're overestimating the quantity of comic book readers who are going to buy a movie ticket. I think Mandalorian and Grogu reaches to people who streamed it, and we have charts of how many millions of people are watching Mandalorian and Grogu. Something like Ahsoka had 14 million views on Disney Plus when that first season came out on that first day. I think Mandalorian and Grogu.
When was last season of Mandalorian and Grogu? Or sorry, Mandalorian? Was it like 3 years ago?
It's been so long that people had enough time to rewatch or watch for the first time and discover. That's how long it's been out for.
So you think they're going to forget that Gina Carano was fired and that Jack Black and Lizzo was in there, and that made it a terrible season for some reason?
Marcus, answer this question, please. Mandalorian or Supergirl?
I've been thinking about it the whole time while you guys are arguing. I guess I'll lean towards Mando and Grogu.
Good answer.
I'll lean towards that one, I guess, for the edge. The Lucasfilm marketing machine, I think, will be a little bit more hype than secondary Superman character.
Whatever you're sipping on, stop, because you're giving stupid takes. Johnny says Mando for sure. Only because I think Mando is going to tank. Supergirl will do 400 to 500.
Tanking for Mando is $500 million. Like Lucasfilm is not. They're trying to get back the billies. So if they come out $500 million, that's absolutely a tank. Could it still beat Supergirl though? Maybe if it made $500 million, it's possible.
Lanterns comes out first, doesn't it? Maybe like where our DC spirits will be high because Lanterns does what it does, and then here we go in June, Supergirl. What Lucas hype machine trailer got ratioed?
Sure did. I mean, I think in terms of marketing spend, Mando and Grogu will have a bigger budget than Supergirl.
You also skipped Stamina's thing there. Star Wars branding might carry it, but Supergirl would be the better movie and better received.
John Favreau's directing this. I don't know. It could be.
Well, see, it looked better. Like when I saw the trailer in the movies, it did look like movie-esque, but it literally is just another episode of Mandalorian.
Oh,
you know?
Oh, you're talking about the Mando Grogu.
Yeah.
No, Lanterns releases after Supergirl. Still unconfirmed as to exactly when. That upsets me. I want
it's
Lanterns.
late summer 2026 is what they said. Whatever the hell that means.
You know, DC comic books has been having a renaissance for this year, thanks to Absolute Batman.
Thanks to All Elite Wrestling putting advertisements of DC Comics.
Yeah, no, and you can have as many wrestlers cosplay as you want, and no, it has nothing to do with that. Because in fact,
Swerve.
I'm talking about Swerve. Yeah, although that's really like I don't understand. Like you have to be really stupid. Like why did they not see his potential when he was at WWE? Like I don't understand that. Like are you dumb?
Yeah. No, I mean it's racism. Like people are discovering that Jim Ross is racist. People, me too. I'm discovering Jim Ross was like racist, and I didn't know that.
And because it's wrestlers telling us, that's why it's hurting so much. Because other wrestlers are telling us that Jim Ross was the racist guy in the locker room. I'm like, man, I love JR. Goddamn.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy. I didn't hear that. What happened?
I think it
the
was
things he tells to R-Truth, Devon Dudley. I think
R-Truth. Really?
Maven said it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He told Truth wrestling is still a white man sport. Yeah, there's some things that were said.
Devon Dudley said he only faced racism one time while working in WWE, which I find hard to believe. But to boil it down to that one person is nuts.
Wow. Yeah.
Not JR. I don't know. I think he responded too, and in his response, he didn't say, "I'm upset they're calling me racist." He had like a different response of like why he was upset was like a different thing. Like, what? They're calling you racist, bro. Aren't you supposed to be mad about that? You guys have to watch it to judge for yourself. But here is Swerve Strickland dressing up, doing his Hal Jordan cosplay. Respect to the man, Swerve.
But see, as I was saying, there's been a renaissance, and I'm hoping the pendulum is swinging back the other way, where people aren't performatively outraged because they want to get clicks on their videos. Not mentioning any names or anything like that. Stop.
DC Comics. Back to DC Comics.
No. Because this is the thing. Wow. There are people out there that are actually TikToking enthusiasm about reading the comic books, about sharing the storylines, about the characters that are the way they're being developed, the stories that are being told, instead of just automatically, oh, this is trash, this is garbage because of reasons, whatever the reasons are. So it's becoming what it used to be before it got infiltrated. And if that happens, then Supergirl will do more money than Star Wars. Although Star Wars needs a renaissance too.
I'm going to show you something that you guys got to see. It's related to what you were just talking about, okay? All right, check this out.
It's been 1,000 days.
It's been 1,000 days.
It's been 1,000 days.
It has been 1,000.
These guys are all going to say it's been 1,000 days. And it's all these content creators. You can see their names there. And what they're talking about is that that's how long it's been since DC made a Black comic book character with an ongoing series. Not a one shot, not a Black History Month, not a limited series, like not a special for Milestone, but an ongoing comic book. And I think the one that was the Batman. One that who wrote sorry?
I Am Batman.
Batman, right?
Yeah.
Right. With a race swap Batman, futuristic alternate story with a dead end. Yeah, that was what it was supposed to be. That was like the
that whole event was like it was a dead end. Yeah. But again, hold
on. Let me unmute it for this part.
It's been 1,000.
Oh damn! Did I?
Days.
I was trying to unmute it right at the exact part where they get to the point, but I fumbled that one. But sorry, Mike. Just go. Like I didn't.
Well, no, but this is part of the problem when you don't have. Well, first of all, when you have racism, but second of all, when you don't have steady ownership, when you have somebody who comes in and they buy the company, and they're like, okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do these things or whatever, and then they're out immediately afterwards, and the new ownership comes in, and they're gonna say, yeah, we're not doing any of that. Like, you need consistency. There are people, and I mean, I've heard that there were writers and artists told that they couldn't do certain storylines because they didn't know how long they would have to do them because of, you know, whatever was going on the business side of it, you know, not talking about the creative side. Like this thing you just showed, that's a whole other thing. But the main thing that keeps being said is that they don't know, like it's all uncertain because based on whether, like, this guy Zaslav, he's the one that came in. He wasn't coming in to save the company. He was coming in to make the company attractive so someone could come and buy it. He didn't give a fuck about DC. Yeah, essentially.
Same way private equity buys up shit like Sears or Kohl's, and they come in and they part the shit out and they make out like Robin Bears. I just never thought we'd see that with a movie studio, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so when you have something like that, I mean, I'm not there's no reason. I don't know as far as the editorial is concerned why they, and Chill, we've talked about this many times with the stupid decisions they make, whether it's like 5-issue arcs or, you know, whatever, all that stuff. It makes no sense. But I mean, there have been more new people coming into my store. I mean, the last time I saw something like this was maybe 2011 when the New 52 came out.
Ask them if they're wrestling fans, because I think AEW played a part.
No, it hasn't at all. Because if it did, I wouldn't have those 2 AEW special issues I got like 5 months ago still on the wall there.
Because you ordered too many. Are they ordering like?
No, they were actually free and
promotional. Are they doing that?
They were free.
Who are the new people who are showing up at your shop, and what are they buying when they come?
A lot of I'm legitimately, honestly, I've always been a Marvel store. Like, that's been the top seller out of everything. But DC they're getting back to the levels that they were at pre-pandemic. So they're a close second.
Nice.
And that's interesting. I want to know, like, what exactly is,
especially since honestly,
a book.
And I'm talking about somebody like, I mean, I'm not a tribalist or with anything, but like DC, when they did the All-In thing, like that creatively, that started, books were getting better. The storylines were getting better. The writers, the Jeremy Adams, the Green Lantern.
A better storyline isn't going to make somebody new return to the comic books.
Yes, it will, because see, this is the thing.
They're not reading them to know that they're better.
A comic book store owner, if he's doing his damn job, he will be able to express what stories are good and what stories are bad. I had somebody tell me that
until they come to the shop. So what is DC doing in their marketing to make them come?
Actually, you can't, because hold on. If you have somebody coming in saying, "Hey, I've heard about this character, Green Lantern. I'd like to know something about him." Then you say, "Okay, well, which
about the character?"
Hold on. I'll say, well, first of all, which Green Lantern are you talking about? And if they say, "Oh, the white one," or the dude with the bowl cut, or, you know, the chipmunk, then you proceed from there. And if you are a comic book store that you deserve to own your comic book store, then you will be able to hook them up with a story where that character shines, or where that character has.
But that's not where I'm stuck with you. Like and I don't, you know what? I'm not doing this debate one. This is not that stream.
You don't want to debate nothing tonight.
Yeah,
he's not. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I'm trying to tell you that the industry is getting better, and it's taking baby steps because of whatever. But like, if we have more,
you told me DC. I got my answer. I mean, I'd like more specifically, what book exactly are the new guys reading? If there is one, is it like one that's leading the charge?
Absolute Batman.
Absolute Batman. There we go. That book has been making some noise, and people are coming to the shops. Thank you for that information, Mike. Super.
Can't wait to pick up the next Absolute Swerve Strickland on WWE's NXT.
Super chat. Battery again. Congrats to my boy Aaron Pierre ditching Tiana upgrade. Oh, did that happen?
Yeah, apparently they broke up. And what's funny is that even in 2025, we're still doing the trades announcing the end of a relationship thing. Like, how did you guys reach out to your representation and tell them to leak it? Like, how did we even know that that's even real? But there were so many sites that reposted it and were talking about the story.
Okay, but like, but look what he's saying. He's saying upgrade.
Did
How
he
do
get
you
a new chick?
upgrade?
I was about to say, yeah, what's his name? What is his
Wait,
new
is that
girl?
is that Tiana Taylor?
Tiana
Yeah.
Taylor's who he was with, and now he's saying congrats for ditching her. Upgrade. What do you like?
Maybe
hard.
he's saying not having her at all was an upgrade. maybe
There's
that's
something
where
he
he's
did?
going with that.
Well, I don't get it. I'm not missing this Tiana Taylor hate train. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not on it. I'm saying maybe he just maybe he's not.
Nah, bro.
fond
Keep
of
your
Tiana
money if you're
Taylor.
gonna say something like that. We don't want to hear that. That's noise that I don't. Nope. In one ear, out the other. You got to explain that. I need that explained to me. The Kai Cenat Gigi thing, I think I follow. I think I know what's going on there. But this breakup, no, I didn't hear about that until just now. He just hate women
girlfriends
weird.
hang out with rappers.
She'll duck in the fade tonight. So nearly 4 years. Wow, that's crazy. But yet Marvel Comics hate black characters. Make it make sense. It's Johnny. It also this is what I wanted to say. If the last book was Lucian Fox Jr., if that's what the last book was, we got to be more specific with the ask. It's not just you need to have the ongoing series. It also got to be like an actual consequential story,
actual black
character who integrates with the Justice League, and we get to see a good writer on it too. It's not sufficient just to be like, here's this minimum wage artist and minimum wage writer, and you guys go do something for the blacks. Happy February. I don't want that. I want Tiana Taylor as Vixen.
That we could do. That we could do. Hopefully she didn't, or hopefully, the relationship dissolving didn't hurt her prospects.
It hurts to, and this is just life in general, right? We all know, we all have friends who post them and their significant other. Then the breakup happens, and then they got to go through all of their, and they're like, keep that one. Oh man, I really like this one, but he's in it. It sucks. She's gonna have to do that. She can't watch back her Jennifer Hudson interview anymore.
I think she'll be okay.
Me
thinks she'll be okay.
You know who's got it though? Glow and Brandon Ingram. They got it. Yeah.
Sure.
And Nico Nolandria too. Those are all my couples that I know about.
Who was the last one?
From Love Island, Nick Olandria.
Oh no, I wouldn't know.
I was gonna say I don't know any of whatever you just said. You just spoke a foreign language to me because I'm like, what?
Yo, get up on your couples. Hey, 2026. Someone predict a couple that's gonna break up. We got Jay-Z and Beyonce. Predict the breakup.
Predict the breakup.
What's it gonna take? It's Kanye
Trump
West
and Bill Clinton.
Yeah, right. Did B.I. apologize for throwing that water bottle? Terrible behavior. Hey, did you see what Donovan Mitchell did to Coco? He put a towel over her face. That was very rude of him.
Don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, that just shows how little we have to talk about. If we got to end the show there, let's end the show there.
No, well, I'm waiting for you to talk about comic book stuff or even movie, and you're talking about relationships, bro.
We've done it all, bro. There's really not much to chat about. Stranger Things hasn't been watched yet. Can't go there.
Oh, you didn't watch it?
I didn't watch it.
Should I watch it though? I haven't watched any of Stranger Things at all. Should I just watch the 2-hour finale?
Oh
No.
No.
No. That might be a funny video to make. Okay.
Is Mike? So Stranger Things or Dairy? Now that you've seen them both.
Well, I can't because I didn't like the movies for it, but I did like the show. And Stranger Things, I've had 10 years of, so Stranger Things.
Okay.
And Stranger Things is more like nostalgia, Oh, the season?
Yeah, this season.
Well, I really did like it. I liked it better than I liked the movies, so that it was a strong show.
Yeah.
But Stranger Things just like the comfort, like you seeing old friends again or whatever,
the familiarity.
Yeah. So and I hear like believe it or not, there's people complaining about Stranger Things on the internet. Can you believe that? And
Of course
hearing,
they are.
it's weird. I know. I'm like, well, why are you complaining? And the things they say, some of them are really ridiculous. It's just truly ridiculous. And I mean, this is why we can't have nice things, because it's just, I don't know. I want the fandom to go, all the fandoms, not just Marvel, DC, comics, whatever, just to go back to the way it used to be. And I mean, like, if you have criticisms, like when Chill does the temporary representation thing, that's valid. When you sit there and you want two characters who one is definitely not of a certain persuasion, and you're trying to ship them and make them a thing, and then you get really, really, really upset and offended that they don't become that something, and you decide that you're going to hold it against.
That's what they're mad about. I know exactly what you're talking about. There's no way in hell that they thought that was actually going that way.
Oh, they wanted that. Yeah, that was one of the things. That was one of the many things. But
He's
but
been giving that man the stiffest face palm for like 5 seasons. Like, what did y'all think was about to happen?
Yeah. So I mean, it's just I don't know. I don't know if it's like a level of entitlement, or I don't know what it is. I've never, like, where we are today as quote unquote fans, I've never seen it be this, like, I don't know, bad,
Have we seen Avatar, James Cameron Avatar?
I only saw the first one, and that was more than enough.
Oh, I haven't seen this new third one. I like the first two, but
Mike hates everything.
I mean,
I phenomena are out for Mike.
I did. I liked. I did like Avatar, the first one. I liked it better when it was called Pocahontas or Dances with Wolves or Fern Gully, or I mean, pick a story. Okay. Yeah. What actually sealed, and I'll tell you, Marcus, I'll tell you the exact point. Because see, I can tell you, like, for instance, Community. Have you ever seen the show Community?
I have.
Okay.
It's a ripoff off
one of the.
I've seen it.
Okay, can you like kick him, Phantom Zone him, or something? Because
it is absolutely a ripoff.
Community is not a ripoff.
Literally a ripoff
about. Oh my God. Community is one of the greatest shows that ever existed in the history.
I didn't say it was bad. I said it was an Office.
No,
quite literally. Same
two different things.
Concept of show.
No, there is. Name a character that is the equivalent of Abed and Troy in The Office. Go.
What's Mindy? What's Mindy? Something. What is her name? The
Mindy Kaling,
Indian girl.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name right now, but her.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Keep going.
Not at all.
Who's your Dwight? Ron Swanson? Give me a break.
Wait.
First of all,
wait.
It is literally a character recreated.
Whoa.
It's a lesser character.
Pause. Wait, I didn't say Parks and Rec. I said Community.
Wrong show. My bad. We did.
Oh my God.
We did this all for nothing.
Yeah. No. I wouldn't watch Parks and Rec because I hate what's her face, the blonde chick from she was on Saturday Night Live. I don't like her. No, Community is with Donald Glover, and Chevy Chase was on there for 5 seasons, whatever. You haven't seen it? Oh, you got to watch that show. But that
Kristen Wiig?
No, she's not on Community.
Who's the blonde chick that you don't like from Saturday Night Live?
Amy Poehler.
Amy Poehler.
Oh,
yeah.
She's got a weird face. It's got it's kind of unsettling.
It's her because see, it seems, because I've watched the majority of Saturday Night Live, but it always seems like, and mainly it's, I mean, I'm sure the dudes have egos too, but it seems to be a female thing. But when they're on there, they have this attitude where they feel that they're funny, and if you don't find them funny, then something's wrong with you. Like, they're being funny, you just don't get it.
Amy Schumer effect.
Amy Poehler was the first one that did that. I didn't even like Tina Fey until she started doing 30 Rock with Tracy Morgan and Alec
Tina
Baldwin.
Fey is hilarious. Yeah, she's
okay. She on that show, the dude, that show is great. But Amy Poehler was on Weekend Update with her doing that, but she had that attitude. And then when she left, Kristen Wiig became the new person with the attitude who felt that she was funny, and if you weren't enjoying. And then when she left, it was the chick that was in Ghostbusters. The blonde chick,
the other blonde chick, yeah.
Kate, yeah, she was the one. And then when she left, I mean, it's just like they hand this title down to, you know, whoever, and it's annoying. It's really annoying. So Amy Poehler, she was one of them. That's why, I mean, even getting through Inside Out was a chore, but you know, it was good. But Community is a really good show, and everybody should watch it. I don't know why I brought it up, but it is one of the greatest shows on TV.
I thought he was talking about Parks and Rec.
No, I would never watch Parks. No. Yeah, and I agree, but I do agree with you, Marcus. Parks and Rec is definitely The Office, definitely.
Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Oh, but wait, no, hold on, chill. I'm sorry to interrupt. No, the reason I brought up Community is because I know the moment when I fell in love with the show. I can tell you the exact precise moment. I can tell you the exact precise moment when I realized Avatar was trash is when Giovanna Ribisi was telling people about the mineral that they were looking for. And he said the name of it was called unobtainium. Right then and there, I was done. I'm like, okay, I'm going to enjoy the spectacle, the 3D, because James Cameron, say what you will about him, especially about these crappy movies, but he is always pushing forward for technologically advancements in movies. And I will, like, with Nolan too, as much as I don't like Nolan, he is one of those people that defends movie theaters and cinema going and stuff like that. So I respect that.
There's an element discovered by a German called germanium. The way elements get named is consistent.
Oh, so you're saying the one that they were looking for, they couldn't get, so they decided to call it unobtainium. Why?
Really
that's because they couldn't get it. Really? Okay. Come on. He could have come up.
So the other 3 hours of the movie where they weren't even mentioning unobtainium is now tainted and throwawayable because of that name of the mineral.
Well, see, but the other 3 hours was like, you know, maybe half of Ferngully, a sprinkle of, I mean, come on. I mean, I could have let it slide if it because of the spectacle of it.
Did you like
Can you watch
Pocahontas
Black Panther?
Ferngully?
Can you watch Black Panther? Because they call it vibranium. Why would they call it that? They don't speak the language of English. Why would it?
Vibranium isn't. No, see, unobtained. Chill. If I have to explain, come on, man. Come on, really? You really? Do I really?
Not a good name, but I'm also not accepting it to take the entire movie. I'm not taking that as why the entire movie is trash.
The story was trash, but I'm saying that as far as the spectacle of it, as far as the graphics, as far as the presentation, that is what you're paying for. Say what?
Loved it in Pocahontas.
Well, Pocahontas was animated.
I reject the idea that you can't have common storytelling themes in your movies and still have a good original feel on it, right?
You can.
I'm about to say there's a million post-apocalyptic things out there, and people love them all.
And James Cameron did a good job with one of them with Terminator
movies.
But James Cameron did a good job with Terminator. He just clearly, I don't know if it was just him that was writing the story or if he had a co-writer on Avatar, but whatever it was, he did not do as good a job as he did with Terminator or True Lies or The Abyss or what else did he do after that? Jesus Christ. No, I think he went, Titanic. Even Titanic was better. Yeah. Even that was better than this. And that story's been told God knows how many times. So
I don't know. I don't see get why Titanic did so well, but it did well.
Because of the spectacle. I mean, technologically speaking, I mean, dude, he built his ship and destroyed it. Like, I mean, it was good. And Celine Dion. Your fellow countrymen. Come on. Hello.
Celine Dion
probably had a lot to do with that too in the 90s.
You got a good song with the show, then yeah, that's the thing. Hey, yo, Mike, thank you for coming, but I have another caller.
Okay.
It's been real, Mike. It's always good talking to you, brother.
Moffley.
Mo Fly, what it do,
Mo
guys?
Fly. What up, dog?
Happy New Year, first and foremost. Today my birthday, so we're going to roll on that.
You love these call-in shows. I was kind of surprised you didn't show up 2 hours ago, but here you are.
I'm so sorry, man. You know, I have a party. Everybody's celebrating, my holiday. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations, dog.
First and foremost, Me and Mark has been talking about this for a minute about these critics been going at these movies, and I wanted to get something off my chest. If this is a part, aside from the topic, let me know and I'll stop.
Let's go.
But I wanted to speak about the upcoming award nominations coming up, and me and Marcus, we spoke about. I sent you that information about how Variety and Rolling Stone gave the top 20 movies, and they left out a certain movie. And right now, what they're doing, and they're trying to pump up your boy Timothy Olympian as the new Oscar winner, and they're also trying to pump up this movie One Battle After the as a new.
Another, yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, I see what the play is right now, and what I was speaking about was that not only Sinners was just a great movie, but I've been trying to talk about the movie The Long Walk, that the black brother David Johnson. He was in Alien, Romulus,
and Long Walk, right?
Yes.
Yep.
He should be nominated for Best Supporting Actor. Period.
Oh, for sure. For Long Walk alone.
The Long Walk actually is a better movie than One Battle After the Next. I think Jonathan Majors should be nominated for Best Actor. Period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To me, he had the best performance all year, but they swept it under the rug. And I think a lot of people didn't like the movie Him, but I think Marlon Wayans should be nominated for Best Supporting Actor. You know, he played that villain well.
Back to Magazine Dreams. There's
sorry,
nobody campaigning Magazine Dreams. No, like he's not even doing interviews. He's just making love to Megan Good and behind closed doors. He's living and enjoying his life.
But doesn't that suck though? That like you have to have a machine behind you to go out and do a presidential campaign when your acting is what they're rewarding you for. Like that shit sucks.
The machine is why MoFly just told us One Battle After Another is being pushed. It's the WB movie. So all the WB heads and the WB voters and the WB influencees are going to be told, you make sure you vote for One Battle After Another for Best Picture so that Sinners doesn't get it.
And another thing I wanted to say, I find it so funny that these so-called critics, and I'm certain people we spoke about so many times, I'm going to put them out there. I'm a fan of Critical Drinker, but I see the bigotry. Nerd Erotic, I see the bigotry. It's like anytime when they throw black products that are not good, they're all over it. They're going to talk about how bad it is. But when you have a movie like Sinners that became the best movie of the year, they treated it like a bastard stepchild. They didn't even want to review it.
One of those content creators you just mentioned is, or at least for me, the point where I hopped off is when he was critiquing a scene in the movie that didn't happen. And for me, when you venture into that type of commentary where you're willing to either fabricate something about a movie, or at that point, I was wondering if he had even seen it. When I don't know whether or not you ever actually even done the due diligence of watching this shit, even beyond the racism and the bigotry, I can't give you my full attention. Like I can't honestly consider your thought process. You've proven to me that you will come out here and give a full diatribe over something you have not seen, or you will willfully misrepresent it. That's kind of disqualifying.
Yeah. He even said, I'll say this. When Critical Drinker did the critique on Sinners, could you believe this knucklehead said Delroy Lindo hasn't did no movies? I haven't seen him do anything in over 20 years. And I'm like, dude, you really never seen The Five Bloods? And you're a movie critic. So it shows you just how much respect they have for the work when it's done right. You know, it's a sad scenario. I mean, like you were just saying about Magazine Dreams, I just feel like, yeah, they didn't want to put a push on it, but honestly, it's kind of like, you going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, the best team won the championship. This man he really gave the best acting performance, and they swept it under the rug like they don't even want him like in that crowd again.
Yeah. And he hasn't been in a movie theater since, I think it came out January last year, didn't it?
No, it came out March this year.
Did it come March? Okay, it came out March this year of 2025. We enjoyed it. We watched it. And now, like, okay, Majors, where's your next movie? I don't see anything with a trailer or I don't know. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough.
Let me ask you something, Mofly. Do you remember what won Best Picture last year at the Oscars?
I think one in Oppenheimer.
It was it probably should have been one of those movies, Barbie, Oppenheimer, one of the most popular movies for the viewing public of the year.
Well, Oppenheimer won last year.
It was Amelia Perez.
Oh yeah, Amelia Perez. I'm sorry. Yes.
It was Amelia Perez, the movie about a drug dealer who washed all their sins
Transgender.
away by getting a sex change. Yeah. So like, again, when that is the logic, like if that's who the awards are going to, and now we can pretty much assume how they got it, right? It's through advocacy. So like, how much longer, I guess, do you have to see those type of results before you don't respect it anymore altogether? Like I understand wanting an Oscar for our faves, but at the same time, when they continuously show us that they're not judging off of merit and there are other factors at play, it gets hard for me to even get mad when my faves aren't getting them, because
I promise you, I have not heard anything about Amelia Perez since.
Nope. You didn't hear anything about it before. You probably heard it on the press tour during the Oscar season last year, and that was it. I don't even know what streaming service is on.
Honestly, hell, even when Moonlight won Best Picture, when last time anybody talked about that movie? No disrespect to it.
Well, who did it launch? Wasn't Mahershala Ali in that one?
Yeah, he won Academy Award for that.
Yeah, it helps him.
But my thing, the point I'm trying to make is that they pick and choose what they feel like, okay, as far as black movies, which is, the thing that they feel like us. I remember when the brother Nate Parker did Birth of a Nation, where he played Nat Turner, and at first it was supposed to be like the hype Hollywood movie, but then when the producers say, "Oh man, these slaves are killing white folks," Nat Turner, we got to assassinate this dude character. What did you do about 15 years ago with this so-called white lady that you was dealing with? You know what I'm saying?
And they got, was it Gail? Who did it? Who was the Good Morning Show host who did it on it?
Robin Roberts.
Robin Roberts.
Come on, just admit that you did something. Come on, just admit. And they just looking at this like, are you out your
damn? So we can assume that was by extension probably Disney. I don't think Robin Robbins came up with the idea to ask him that question in a setting where he's here to promote a movie. It was more than likely Disney, right?
Wait, no, I'm going to give Robin Roberts all the credit for asking that question.
Me too.
I for one don't think that the commentators on news shows write their own scripts. I don't think they write their own questions. And so if something like that is in there, it's because somebody wanted it in there.
Did you see the interview we're talking about?
No, I did. And I remember it. It's just
she tried to make Nate Parker just straight snitch on himself. Like, I won the case, all white jury.
But we've seen the same thing with Gail and Jonathan Majors, right? Like there was a push to make him admit to some of the things that were asserted by him. I don't think that's an uncommon thing for that. What was uncommon about it is the fact that I'm not here on like general business or to talk about my controversy from years ago. I'm here promoting a product. And so
who did Jonathan Majors do the interview with? And who was the interview with? Who did Majors do the interview with on ABC?
I thought it was Gail. Wasn't it Gail?
It was Gail King.
No, it was Lindsay Davis, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, I know the questions were asked. Oh, yeah, it was. Other light-skinned black lady. with the bob.
But I think I'll say this though, that a lot of these male black actors have to be very wary of how they can easily assassinate your character when you didn't even do anything, and they could still just basically end your career just like that off an accusation alone.
You
And
know
like
who
you
they'll
just said,
and you know who they'll do that with? They'll do that with Kai Cenat. They can't do that with iShow Speed. He is so outside the machine. He doesn't need that. They'll do it with Kai.
Right. Is they're gearing up. Basically, I'll say this before I get out. I remember I read an article about Wesley Snipes. Y'all remember King Magazine?
Yeah, I do.
Well, they had an article about him about why he was blackballed in Hollywood. And he was speaking about the Blade movie and all that. But then in the article, they spoke about a controversy where this junkie had made an accusation that she was his cousin and she got pregnant by him, and they wanted him to go to court. And what it was that Wesley decided not to go to court. He was like, bro, you don't ask Robert De Niro or Leonardo DiCaprio to be going to court over crazy accusations. But here's the thing, what he said though, he said it wasn't even about the accusations. It was about what type of money he got. What's his assets? What is he connected with? In other words, how can we control him? And that was in the article. 3 months later, that's when they got him on tax evasion.
The tax evasion.
So this is something, I mean, I've been wanting to get on, talk with you guys about this. It's something that we never, people just see and it slides in. And the worst part about it is these actors get their character assassinated and they never work in these mainstream movies again. And they're talented artists, mind you, but they don't get that pull,
Yeah, because it's the same 5 studios in charge of what's a mainstream movie. Like the guys who ponied up the budget for Jurassic World are the same guys doing, I think, Minions, and the same guys doing all the other big Universal movies. Fast and Furious.
Now I'm hearing right now they're trying to get Cynthia Erivo to be Storm now. So go figure.
Don't talk that into existence, please.
Hey man, thank you guys, man. Y'all be blessed and y'all have a happy. I'm sorry.
Wait. Cynthia Erivo, Children of Blood and Bone is coming 12 months from now in January. Are you amped for that?
Very amped for that. I just pray that they don't water it down per se, because first and foremost, I was shocked that The Woman King was pretty good. But it was a sleeper hit. Actually, it was better than Wakanda Forever. But there was certain parts in that movie that I had to question, and then I found out there was some white writers that wrote it. If y'all saw the movie, you seen when the girl got smacked in front of her father, by the dude that supposed to be married. And I'm like, when in my lifetime have I ever seen a black father let somebody smack their daughter, and you just stood there and just like, okay,
right in the beginning. Man.
Yeah, that was the beginning of it. Yeah. And another thing I didn't like about the movie was the fact that, the enemy, the antagonist was another tribe. When I'm saying like the 5,000-pound elephant in the room is you got white slavers. That should have been okay. Let's put our business to the side. Let's get these slavers up out of our land, and we could just build peace.
There was also some historical inaccuracies on it as well. The tribe that they were highlighting was actually a tribe.
Yeah, slavers.
Did go through conquering and selling their own people, and they kind of painted them as the hero. I do agree, though, it was an enjoyable film. I think Viola Davis and the younger girl had a really good.
I'll say this:
had a really good.
The chick who played Azoki, the girl who was Rita Marley, and she was in the James Bond movie.
Okay,
Lashana Lynch.
She should have got nominated for an Oscar for that movie.
Is it Lashana?
Lashana Lynch.
Yeah, yep.
She should have got nominated for an Oscar for that movie because she killed that role. She killed that. Hey man, thank you guys once again, man. Y'all be blessed. Happy New Year, and Marcus, Phil
Yes,
Mob.
sir.
Phil
Man,
Mob.
get out of here. Clips all day. Clips all day. Happy New Year, man.
Phil Mob, buddy. Take care, guys.
No fly. Thank you. If we want to get that series that's not problematic, or TV or movie that takes place in Africa, you got the colonizers there, and Africa wins. Got to go to Ethiopia. They'll have you think Wakanda was the uncolonized nation, but in real history, there is a place that fought off the colonizers, and I want to see the HBO Max Game of Thrones budget Ethiopia versus Italy battle.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's getting made anytime soon. But
Not
probably
by
right
HBO.
after the Haitian Revolution movie. Probably right after that one.
The Haitian Revolution movie is gonna be sick, bro. They got little boy who played Toussaint in Wakanda Forever. He'll be old enough to play Toussaint in the Haitian Revolution movie.
Hey, man, that would be full circle if he came back around and actually played Toussaint Louverture.
Yeah, Divine Joy Love, please get in here. Grow up so you can play that. I want nice things for you. I just hate your bastard ass character. That's all. He's old enough where he might still be up right now. He'd be like, it's holiday break. He doesn't have school. He watches us. You're fine. You're cool. We like you. You're a character. Yo, thank you for coming to another Pantheon, a call-in edition. We appreciate all who have called in. And we thank Stamina and Kamikaze and Lawrence, the Lawrence Report. And Lawrence, there's two of you guys back to back. I'm Two Fly Cam, Battery. Thank you all for being here. Mike Onzo joined in. Couldn't have done it without you. I'm going to go to bed.
Same. Cue to Josh.
Hey, I've been watching y'all every single time on Thursday and Friday because I swear to God, y'all switch up every now and then. But rock out. I'm fucking with it. I'm out.
Thank you, Josh.
Appreciate it.
All right, dog.